There we go. Got one on our set line.
I'm Greg Ovens,
I'm Amós Rodriguez.
and this is the 30-day survival challenge, Vancouver Island. There's only one rule. If you want to eat, you're going to have to catch and cook it first.
Sure. Cheers, man.
If you're just tuning in, don't forget to check out the link in the description below for the series playlist so you can start on episode 1. And when this episode's over, check out that playlist and you can watch Amos's side of the adventure.
Morning. We're going to figure out some things to do. We've got that bow drill spin-off championship coming up, so we gotta do that today. We had an awesome day yesterday. Both of us succeeded at what we were wanting to do, so it was just great. Today the weather is beautiful. Doesn't look like a cloud in the sky hardly, just beautiful blue skies. I kind of slept in again, but feel a lot more regenerated having that soup that Amós made and some fish. We've got fish for today, so we should be in good shape. Just enjoy the beautiful fall day. You can feel the fall air at night, the cool temperatures, but in the day is still very nice and warm when the sun's out. So beautiful day to get out and do something. Let's get going. So these salal berries has been one of the staples we've had the whole time we've been here. They're plentiful on the island. Pretty tasty. No shortage of them, so I'm sure that's kept us going. They're perfectly ripe right now. Sweet, pretty good. Huckleberries in this particular spot are hard to come by, but these are still prevalent, so I'm sure that's keeping our energy levels up. I got to get the bow drill finished. Probably gonna have to go check the crab trap today, and I want to take my set line to that island and set it up. And I mean, it'd be great if I could just get it to catch one fish even. Anyway, we'll go and finish the bow drill setup. Put on my last clean shirt of the trip for the last few days here. Out of laundry, or out of clothes. I lost a little bit of weight, I can tell. It's backwards. I've had to put my belt up 2 notches. We didn't weigh ourselves before this thing. I'm just looking for rocks that might have a hole like this for the drill. Less friction the better. That rotten stump is not working well. I have to be able to attach it. There's a few like that. I'm just going to keep looking. Something like a tie on the bottom of my log would be good. But this, I'd like a little deeper, in a different shape, so I can maybe tie it. I found one that looks like it might work. And you can see the little hole right there. But it's not very deep, not quite half an inch even. It'd be easy to tie this on. It's got a hole in the back as well, but the problem with that is it's got a shape to it, so it'll want to move around. I need something round. 1 inch deep would be better, but this would be easy to tie on. I have 3 potentials. This guy, I'll be using them as a hand socket until I get my drill in the wood into my fireboard properly anyway, so I'll test the 3 out. I'm not finding the perfect rock, and then I got a flat rock here that I'll try to put tie my fireboard to, because it's moving around in the moss, and if that flips and kicks out, I'll lose the competition. So got to take this serious. One failure and I could be done. Rock broke. I need a wedge because my rock doesn't sit right. So I gotta tie a wedge in here. That's just punk rotted. The things you do when you're in the bush for a long time to entertain yourself, but to entertain you guys as well. I need all the help I can get. I'm up against Amós Rodriguez. To double my odds, I'm going to cut a notch on both sides. But then it has to be deep enough that it's not going to flip out. It's not really necessary, but something new to try, right? Get off my finger, man. Actually, I'm only gonna go with one notch. For the simple reason, if I have another notch, fire drill might just kick out. All the strings I'm trying start slipping, so you can see the grooves where when it starts to slip, it burns on the drill instead of turning it. But looking more, I've got a string now, some good thick paracord 1100. That's not the issue. What my issue is the bow is too flexible. See? So what's happening is when I need to be able to spin hard, the bow is just too flexible, and then my string gets all loose. So I have to find a different bow. That's, I think, my big problem. Look at, like, not an adequate bow. Yeah, that's not gonna bend very easy. Not the ideal rock either, because it doesn't want to turn in there. This is garbage. I'm going to shorten this right now. That'll give it more strength. And I want to see smoke within the first few strokes. Oh yeah, now we're styling. Test no further. We're good. It's a science, you know. Oh, good catch, eh? Oh, there it goes, almost. Keep dropping this rock, it's out of the river and it's slippery. So I was just over there getting the rock and talking to Amós, and he's been fishing the river for a bit. He said he caught a rainbow, but it was a natural rainbow. You're not allowed to keep them. It has to be hatchery out of the creeks. We're ready. We are ready. Here's my wedge. Get my fine tinder ready. So I got some thicker stuff and I got some fine. So that should be good. And then I'm going to take a couple of chunks charcoal out of the fire, put my coal in there. You see how quick you can just blow a couple sparks. Yeah. I don't know what he's using for tinder, but we'll pull a fast one. Well, it's not a fast one. I said whatever tricks, whatever you're going to use, just... So that's not cheating at all. I think I saw him trying to warm up or dry out some fireweed seeds, but my charcoal will take seconds to start the cedar on fire. Seconds. You only get one chance. I'm just gonna cover all my bow drill stuff. I've been wearing that shirt like for quite a few days here. I bought it at Pro Bass, and I didn't even realize till now that it said Sasquatch. I thought it was Sasquatch. I didn't look that carefully, obviously. You'll have to forgive me, but I'm not promoting drinking scotch or anything. I honestly looked at the picture, saw a squatch, and thought it said Sasquatch or something like that, but never even paid attention to the shirt. Isn't that weird? No doubt. Another trip to the ocean, man. Got a fair amount of water in this thing. Might be a little wavy out there. We'll see. We'll see. Just gonna troll with a hoochie. It's just a pink squid looking thing. I'm gonna try that now. Lean back and relax. Hey, what's your hurry?
Fish.
A big fish, eh? Actually, calm out here. Beautiful. This is what I want for. Might try some jigging too. Okay. A lot of rope on this thing. Should have wound my fishing line in. We just haven't had anything except one little almost dead crab and one little scalping or whatever that weird looking fish was. That's unreal, man. I don't understand it. Like, why? There's never anything in this thing. Somebody was saying that there's so many sea otters that there's not a lot of crab left. Somebody did tell us that, actually. I don't feel like taking it in because I want to do some fishing. Well, it's nice and calm. Okay. There's some bait right on my shoe. Oh, he flew away. Wouldn't that be something to get a big halibut in this little boat? 200-pound halibut. Drag you to Japan. Oh, I got a bite already. I'm not even kidding. Missed him. I'm getting a bite. Missed him again. Okay, I got him that time. Let's see what we got. We got something at least. I like it when I actually catch stuff. Oh my goodness, it's like a little flounder or something. Look at this. Eyes on the top of the head. I gotta watch my fingers, as you know. Look at this guy. Wow, I mean, I'm not gonna keep this little guy. Yeah, stay still and I'll help you. There. Well, supposed to go out of the boat. What a cute little thing. Look at the eyes on the top of the head. That's just weird looking. Or is that a sole? I think it might be sole. Like I say, I don't know the ocean fish that great. There's just thousands and thousands of different types of fish in the ocean. I mean, around home, of course I know them all. There's only like 20 species, but leave your comment below. I mean, we know it's not a halibut, but was that a flounder or sole? I'm keen to know too. Got another one of those little things. Watch your fingers, Greg. Well, it's not like I want these little guys, but I'm catching fish finally. Trying to go for something like lingcod or something, and no, I think he got off. That one got off. Oh, there's another one. Something seems weird, like I maybe... It's almost like I have another little guy on here. So small you can't tell. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, for crying out loud. There's another little guy. Yeah, he swallowed it. Maybe I gotta try eating this thing. Oh boy. Hook's right out of sight here, I don't know. Okay. I got it. There he goes. I don't know where Amós went. He's pretty adventurous. He's out of sight on the ocean here now. The salmon are starting to jump around here. Is maybe just tried trolling with what I have on. Let's just see in this deeper water if we can get one, because it's very shallow where they jump over there later. But they're jumping out here in the deeper water, so let's just see if we get some speed. We can... I don't know how you'd land a big one in this thing, but probably have to go to one of the islands. I'm kind of tired of catching them, but I don't know. Maybe, oh boy, here we go again with this 10-foot pole and an 8-foot boat. I can't even see the hook. It's out of sight. So, I mean, I guess I'll keep it and try this. I mean, there's no way of saving this guy. Like, just pulled his innards almost right out. I mean, why let it go to waste? I may as well try it. Flounder, sole, I don't know. I wish I could let it go. But the salmon are jumping. I should just get over there and start trolling again. I did get bites through there the last time I trolled. But I'm going to dump my set line trap off on this little island. I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, I want my set line trap to work, to go off and actually get something. And I don't even care if it's one of these little fish, really. So maybe what I'll do, if the water's calm, is just attach it to the boat so we can see it work. I mean, yeah, I can put it on shore, wait around, or I can sit out here where the fish seem to be biting and watch it work too. Maybe I'll try to attach it to the kayak tomorrow and then come out. More times than not, we had food at the other location because he was catching fish almost every day. But now the fishing has really been a little slow, even though it looks like it should be a better spot because it's calm water. Those don't want to light. Almost. In this area, maybe. Almost. Finn! Come on! Finn! Stay here, please. Leave the bears alone. I'll just scrape some shavings this time. The old ferro rod has been through the mill. It's not much left of it. I'm going to make another one. Well, it's a good thing we got that salmon, and I think there's still some of the gross mushroom soup that Amós made. There's still some of that. We've been conserving food lately because we just haven't been getting fish regular. Oh, I gotta dry out. Every time I go fishing in the kayak, I seem to get wet. You got the firewood, Finn. Oh, good boy. Got the firewood. What a good boy. Yeah, you got the firewood. Was that firewood? That's pretty wet. Suppose it'll dry. No, that's the firewood. Good boy, you got the firewood. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I see Amós coming up the river. He almost ran out of time because it's getting shallow. Fish jumping all behind him. These fish, I don't think they're even jumping for food. I think it's part of a ritual because you get the ones that they jump 3 or 4 times and then a whole whack of them swims up and then 2 more jump. I think it's like acrobatics getting ready for the mating season in the river. That's what I think. We thought at first that they were jumping for flies or this or that. I think it's just part of what they do when they're mating. That's what we're thinking now.
Made it.
You made it just in time because it's getting hard to get up there.
Yeah.
Any fish?
No. Well, lots of them, but none in my boat.
Well, it looks like Finn's happy to see you.
Yeah. Has to play with the stick.
Oh yeah, that's all he lives for. Well, that and food.
Yeah, there is like 10,000 chum in there, huh? Holy cow, man.
Oh, they're just...
10,000 of those salmon, man. They're just jumping all over the place.
Yep.
But They are not here to eat.
No, not the chum. I was glad I got the coho yesterday. No, the chum, I mean.
But we should go tomorrow where the coho hole. Because the good cohos are right there, man. Maybe we should end up catching a coho for real.
Yeah,
right there in the hole.
I'm just too tired to cook that fish. I'm going to cook it first thing in the morning. It's funny when you know, like ration food and this and that. Like sometimes you feel hungry, sometimes you don't. We decided it's just, we get so tired after even short days. I just don't feel like cooking right now. Just going to go to bed. So what else can I say except that I'll see you in the morning. Right on. Have a good night. Morning. Sunny day again. The weather's been pretty good for us. We've only had about 3 days of rain the whole time. Today we're going to do our bow drill thing this morning. I hope to get that set line to work today. I'm going to tie it to the kayak. I just want it to work. I don't care how big the fish is. There was a bear on the river or the creek last night again. You can hear them walking on the gravel. I mean, every single night there's either bears behind my hammock or right at the river. Finn usually starts to bark, but he's getting more used to them. He doesn't bark as much or as long anymore. They're pretty common. There's just I imagine when the salmon actually start running, like in October or whenever we get some heavy rain, then the swarms of fish will go up, spawn and die. And that's probably when you'll see a lot of eagles and a lot of bears on the river, is when the fish start dying and washing up onto the gravel bars. That's probably when you'll see real action. But every night, without fail, there's a bear that comes through camp. We're so used to it, we don't even hardly wake up anymore over it, just roll over. Here comes the competition, Amós Rodriguez, with all his parts in hand.
So this one is just for fun, just to test. This one
Hand drill.
is willow, little harder. This one is elder, softer, and cedar. And for a hand drill, I like it because it's a smaller package. No bow drill, no handhold, just 2 sticks, and a knife can make you fire. But it's a more difficult technique to master. Yeah, and if you don't practice, like I don't practice every week like I should, so sometimes it takes me a minute to get it going. And this is my setup for the challenge. It's just a bow,
whalebone.
Bone. It was a big, I found big bones out there, so this one I knocked it down. And a stone I found, it's got a big hole, but I couldn't find another one that will suit. And cedar on cedar.
Yeah, cedar on cedar works quite well. We're going to see how this goes today. I'll show you my setup.
Okay.
You see, this is what I like for a socket, okay?
Nice.
Like I stabilize it with 2 stakes.
Yeah.
I got the weight so I don't have to hold the socket.
Oh, nice.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've got this propped up. I've got my tinder ready.
Whoa.
And you never seen that setup?
Yeah, I see Joy did it out there when we were on boot camp.
Did he? Oh, okay, but I've been using this for years.
Nice.
It was an idea I came up with 30 years ago, so I think it's my idea.
Oh.
You know, because I never read about it in any books. And I had one guy that basically was an amputee, and he only had one arm, so he couldn't hold a socket. And so I sent him this idea, and he got a fire going with it.
Yeah, I remember when what's his face?
Les?
Yeah, when Les
Stroud,
he faked airplane crash.
Okay.
He did a similar thing because he tied his arm.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And he did a similar thing where he did support for it, and that will be useful if you break your arm in the woods. And
well, I mean, what I like about this is you can use either arm to spin your drill, And you don't have to stabilize the socket.
Yeah,
The whole mechanism is all self-stabilizing.
Yeah.
So
looks awesome.
yeah, we'll see how it works today. I'm up against some pretty tough competition.
No, I'm so tired, and I haven't tested it yet, but it might work.
Big breaths.
Oh yeah, it's a challenge. You should stretch.
You gotta stretch. Do some jumping jacks. We got all the cameras rolling. We have 4 cameras on this event.
Whew. Okay.
All right.
I think I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, no, too low.
On that one. Almost there. Oh, got your call.
Got my goal. Not where I wanted it. And mine went out.
Uh-oh.
No! I had it. Mine got loose too. Let's go one more time. I had my coal and my charcoal went out. Oh no!
I gotta tighten this a tiny bit.
My string was too loose too. Oh, was that ever close? I had my coal and it was getting bigger, and then it fell in a crack. Fell in a crack of the piece of wood that I'm using, and the coal went out. That's how close I came. I gotta catch my breath now. That wore me out. Huh?
Yeah, trying to keep it all together, man. I was tired.
You ready?
Ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. It's wearing me out. My string's still too loose. No. Oh, I can't go anymore. You'll get her. Whew. You get it?
Nope.
I think we're just
tired.
out of energy. Yeah. Well, let's just make some adjustments. Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to make fires when you're in a survival situation.
Well, exactly. But my string keeps getting loose again.
Yeah, we're stretching it.
Well, my string keeps loosening, I know that.
Okay, that's better.
But it might keep stretching. But I'd like to give it one more go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. I can't do her anymore. You got her.
Smoking back.
Well, like I say, 3 attempts, that's enough, my arm. So, well, we tried, but we're both weak, tired. We'll try again in the morning, but that's enough for today. Oh boy. I'm going to try to get my energy level, my sugar levels up. Load up on some berries before our next attempt. Sorrel, huckleberries. We're both feeling pretty weak now. After 3 attempts, I need some huckleberries. That's what I need. Oh boy. I had to have a nap after that bow drill spin-off there. And after my little nap, I'm feeling a lot better. I find I've had a few naps on this adventure that normally I wouldn't sleep in the daytime, but pretty worn out some days. I'll tell you about some of my travels. I've done a lot of traveling when I was younger. For the Alone show, a lot of traveling. Some neat places I've been to. I think it was 1988, and I went and spent 6 weeks in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, and that is probably my most memorable trip anywhere. All the tribesmen with the bones through the nose and the headdresses and grass skirts and just it was like going to a different planet. It was just unbelievable, but it was not particularly safe either. There was some situations that I got into that, I don't know, it was pretty scary at times. Got surrounded by a group of about 20 tribesmen yelling and shaking machetes in my face, and I didn't know what was going on. And fortunately, one of the young tribesmen there could speak English, and they were demanding to know what I was doing in their country. I went to lots of places, Port Moresby, Goroko, then up in the highlands of Mount Hagen is where I ran into that problem. They were having a tribal war. It was just terrible. You could hear them fighting all night, and it was just an awful situation to be in, to be caught in the middle of. And that's when these tribesmen wanted to know what I was doing there. So I explained I just came to see your beautiful country and explained the whole thing. And so the young fella translated this to the group of warriors, and they just slowly dispersed, and your heart's just in your throat. You think that you're going to get chopped up. So I had a few really interesting experiences in Papua New Guinea, but the jungles and the wildlife, it was just incredible. And the way they live off the land still. Fortunately, I survived it. Learned a lot. Argentina was very beautiful as well. You know, when I was in Patagonia, the mountains are just so peaked and huge, and the blue rivers and the lakes and bamboo forests with huge trees. And I mean, that was really an amazing place as well. I'd like to go back. Mongolia was very similar to the Chilcotin of BC that we have here. Plants were the same, wildlife was the same. It was the rolly hills were the same. It was just like being in the interior of BC. And that was really nice too. But I've seen that because of being in the Chilcotin so much. So it was very similar. It wasn't as extreme as going to New Zealand, or I mean not New Zealand, Papua New Guinea or Argentina. I've been to China, of course, on my way to Mongolia. Australia is very unique, and by the way, I'm going back to Australia to do some adventures in December. There's going to be some Australian adventures coming up. I may try to get into Tasmania and do some adventures there. But anywhere I go, it's always an adventure. I just thought I'd share some of my favorite adventures and unique places I've been, since I'm waiting for the tide to come in. Okay, enough chit-chat with Greg. Wasn't even a fireside chat. It was just a hammock chat. Only problem is I started putting it on backwards. So go this way. Nice and calm out here. Send that down, hopefully without dropping my spool. Okay, we got it all set. Ran the line through one of those loops up there. It's all set, but I gotta kind of steer the boat and try to keep it at the right depth. Of course, the wind is coming up now. Not what I wanted. Anyway, now it's just a waiting game and try to stay in one place. The rock's at the bottom, the hook's a little above. I ended up just tying a line to the bottom to the loop up there. It'll still work. Quite the trap though. I made it for the rocks, and gotta wait for this trigger to go off. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is there something on there? It's hard to tell. Let's see if we got anything. It's hard to tell. I switched my rock up because actually it came off at one point, so I just put a couple of lead weights. I think I felt, oh yeah, there, okay. There we go. Okay, we got a little guy. I had to change my weights. The rock came off at one point. There you go. Trap worked. And he's barely hooked. And he got the bait though. See that? All right. Well, I can let him go because he wasn't hooked that great, but that's the thing about these traps. They go off. They're sensitive. There he goes. He took right off. All right. We got one on our set line. Ah, I'm so relieved. Man, I really wanted this to work, and I knew that yesterday because they were biting so much in this spot, even those little ones. I'm happy just to make the trap work. Oh-hoo! All right, trap worked, went off, set the hook right away, and we got our little whatever they're called right on. It's been quite the adventure. Yeah, it doesn't want to work either. It's just being stubborn, this charcoal. Oh, I know you're a good firewood catcher. Okay, look out now. I'm trying to get the fire going. Careful. Just seems that this doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, looks like the moss will burn. Hell, I mean, this seems dry enough, this moss. Fish jumping everywhere. Just putting on a show. It's pretty funny. Even the grass is kind of damp. Nothing seems to want to light for me. We don't have a grill, but just use the grill off the Coleman. Get this fish done. Once I get the proper amount of coal, I want to turn it the other way. We have to get a fire with the bow drill. We just have to. Have some fish, man. It's done. His hair was perfect. It's been quite the adventure. You know, I had a great time. I was saying the other day to the camera that basically you're kind of glad you can get cleaned up and have some good food for a change.
Yeah.
But you're at the same time, you're kind of sad to go because it's over. And I really like this area. We had some good adventures. It's a catch-22. It's sad, but you're glad.
I was saying the same thing to myself, well, to the camera and to myself when I was fishing. I went to the coho hole that we've been going at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was saying basically the same thing. Hey, it's like bittersweet because, I haven't slept in a bed for a month. The zipper fell on my hammock, so I've been getting woken up by
All these issues.
After 30 days, it's still amazing. It's just you feel it, your legs.
Oh man, when we
wobbly.
packed out of that other location for 2 days, and then today trying to do the bow drill.
Mm-hmm.
My arm and
my legs were wobbly.
Oh, that was tough go, man.
Yeah.
But we got to try that again in the morning.
We got to do it, otherwise people are going to think that we're kidding.
I should have had it. I should have had you on that.
If I would have gone a little faster on that first try, because I had my notch a little too small because I could see the build-up of the dust around the spindle. So I'm as soon as I started cranking it harder, I saw it building up around I should have tested this.
Smothering your coal.
Yeah.
It's been good, buddy.
It's been good one, man.
It's been great.
Inviting, yeah.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
But anyways, glad to have this chat with you, but I'm tired, buddy.
Yeah. We got to do one more
challenge. one more bow drill challenge. Okay, buddy. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Boy, I just can't say how much I'm going to miss this place. And miss Amós's company. It's been awesome. It's just been great. There's been tough times, but there always is on an adventure like this. But thanks for watching. Did catch a fish with my set line, so that was good. No crab. You know, you just don't always get what you ask for, do you? You can't always get what you want. Nope. See you in the morning.
Amós Rodriguez Survival and Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft are brought to you by Fowler's Makery and Mischief Studios. Check out our shop here. And for the next video in the series, hit the link here. And don't forget to subscribe to Amos's channel and Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft here. And thanks for watching the 30-Day Survival Challenge, Vancouver Island.